of illness, and Zam Zam water serves a purpose of which it was drunk. There are other sayings that show the position of the well in the hearts of Muslims. Zam Zam well was given the name due to the abundance of its water and its accumulation, because when the water flowed for Hajar to the surface of the ground, she said Zam Zam, meaning accumulate, and it accumulated, and so it was called Zam Zam. This well also has numerous other names. The most known of them after Zam Zam is Allah's given drink to Ismail and Hamza Jibreel. Drinking Zam Zam water requires certain rules of conduct which were recommended by the Prophet, peace be upon him, as narrated by Muhammad bin Abdurrahman bin Abi Bakr, who said, I was sitting with Ibn Abbas, and a man came to him and asked him, From where did you come? He said, From Zam Zam. He asked, Did you drink from it as required? He said, How? He said, When you drink from it, you should face the Qibla. Mention the name of Allah. Take 3 breaths and drink until you are full. When you finish drinking, thank Allah the Great and Almighty, because the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, The difference between us and the hypocrites is that they do not drink from the Zam Zam until they are full. Zam Zam water is considered the best water on earth. With innumerable benefits, it heals each illness by the will of Allah. Pilgrims, Umrah performers, and visitors to the sacred mosque are keen to drink a lot of Zam Zam water until they are full. They also wipe it over their heads, faces, hands, and feet, and get great spiritual comfort and peace that they cannot get from any other water on earth. It is the only water in the world that contains 200 milligrams of calcium in each liter, and thus provides the body with a big amount of this very important mineral. Zam Zam water is pure and clear, and has no color, smell, and it is completely potable. Its health effects are extraordinary on men. When analyzed, it was found that the composition of Zam Zam water is affected by a dry climate, which results in the increase of mineral concentrations in the water through evaporation. Zam Zam well is situated 18 meters from the Black Stone on the east side of the Kaaba, behind the Maqam of Ibrahim, peace be upon him. To its left, there is a clear sign on a circular piece of marble on which Zam Zam well is written, and it indicates the position of the well opening, situated 156 centimeters under the level of the area surrounding the Kaaba. The diameter of the well differs according to the depth, ranging from 1.5 to 2 meters. The diameter where the belt section meets the part carved out in the mountain reaches 180 centimeters, where the main sources of the well are located, and they are built in 2 rows with stones. The first of these sources is the main source, which consists of the opening directed towards the Kaaba, and in the direction of the corner facing the stone of Ismail. The opening is about 45 centimeters long and 30 centimeters high, and has inside depth from which the largest amount of water flows. The second source consists of a large opening 70 centimeters long, which is divided from the inside into 2 openings. Its height is 30 centimeters and is in the direction of a jet. There are other secondary sources consisting of small holes in the building stones, and water flows from them. There are 5 of these holes in the distance between the 2 main openings, which is 1 meter. In modern times, late King Abdulaziz Al Saud and his sons after him gave great care to the construction of the mosque in Mecca, and Zam Zam well received a large part of that care. Zam Zam water has an enormous well that is connected and split into numerous tanks. The largest tank size is 10,000 square meters. The largest tank takes the water coming from the well and splits the water circulation to the smaller tanks and cools the water via a chiller cooling system that is available after the King Abdulaziz Gate, and is distributed into the water coolers that can be found in numerous locations in the 1st and 2nd floors and in the men and women's washing areas.
والدور الأول والساحات الشرقية وأيضا المشربيات التي في المطاف الشرقي التي خاصة لقسم للرجال وقسم للنساء.
When the number of Umrah performers and pilgrims increased, the area allocated to the site of the well was removed because it was hindering the people's movement around the Kaaba. New locations were made on the sides, where they are easily found in all parts and corners of the sacred mosque by the pilgrims, Umrah performers, and visitors. There is a constant supply of cold Zam Zam water on tap for those who want to drink it and for those who want to use it for healing purposes by drinking it until they are full, as recommended by the Prophet, peace be upon him. The staff in charge of the drinking water of Zam Zam distributes the water around the clock, taking care of its cleanness and providing constant supply of clean plastic cups. There is no difficulty now in getting a cold cup of Zam Zam water anywhere in the mosque because there is no longer a need to go to the location of the well for that. Despite this, Zam Zam water bearers still go around Mecca and offer water to the pilgrims, Umrah performers, and visitors, and to the people of Mecca free of charge. Wearing old traditional costumes, they attract people to enjoy drinking Zam Zam water while keeping up this beautiful tradition. Even though they are not as many as before, they are still considered one of the most important characteristics of Mecca al-Mukarramah. The repairs that were carried out by the kingdom recently on the location of the well and the renewal of the marble floors and walls surrounding it using the best kinds of marble are considered to be one of the most important renovation projects done to the well. It made the water more easily accessible to the pilgrims and visitors, and cooling of the water gave it more refreshing taste, especially in the high temperatures of summer in Mecca, which contributes to heat exhaustion while performing tawaf and sa'i. Drinking Zam Zam water restores energy and vitality quickly because it contains vital minerals, replacing what is lost while performing the rituals. Western scientists are puzzled about the well and its capacity and the fact that it has never stopped flowing even though all the wells around Mecca have dried out. It is a great blessing from Allah, which He granted to Muslims. Despite the passing of thousands of years, Zam Zam water still remains abundant to be used for cleanness, purification, and healing, and it supplies Mecca and the area surrounding it and Al-Madinah with drinking water. Pilgrims and Umrah performers drink from it, and visitors carry it back to their homelands. It is a miracle that still remains with us and requires thinking and contemplation.
تحتاج إلى تفكير وادكار.